Hey, what's up, Granos and Granettes? Juan Granos, back again, this time with another review. So, for a while now, I've been wanting to get one of these gimbals for my phone and for my GoPro, and I've just been procrastinating. I haven't had the chance, and I finally went out this week and I got one. I went to B&H and I saw a bunch of gimbals they had up. I mean, they have literally you know, I want to say hundreds, but on display there they had a couple, and I didn't know which one to choose. I mean, I just needed a gimbal that I could put my phone and my GoPro on, you know, mostly my phone. I'm not really too crazy, you know, worried about the GoPro, but just the phone. I'm going to be going on a trip this summer to Europe, and I wanted to film with my phone. I didn't want to have to carry the camera around, so I picked up this gimbal. So this is the gimbal right here, and the name of the company is, I want to say FeiyuTech or FeiyuTech. And the name of the gimbal is called I want to say Gimbal, Vimble, maybe Vimble. And it's a 3-axis stabilizing handheld gimbal for smartphones. I mean, the only real reason I got this one is because I saw the iPhone picture on there. So I mean, I figure, okay, it's gonna work on my iPhone. So that's basically why I got it. The box is pretty, doesn't say much on the box. It's pretty plain. You know, manufactured in China. It says it's sold only online, but I did buy it on B&H, and it uses Bluetooth, so that's actually pretty cool, you know. So you download the app, and with the app you control the gimbal, and yeah, that's what I want to say. Anyways, let's get into the unboxing here. So here we go. So let's just pop it right open. And I was like, oh, pretty cool. As always, I love a good I like good design when they pack in these things. I mean, it's always cool to open something new and never know what you're gonna get once you open it. So it's that little moment of excitement. So let's just go right ahead, jump into it here. The box is pretty well made. Okay, so we have a couple of things I see already. We have the manual, which I only really get into it once I'm stuck. I try to figure things out on my own before I jump into the manual. Okay, so that manual was actually in Chinese. This is the warranty card, so you know you should fill it in and you know make sure your warranty is good. And okay, so this is the English manual. So I'm seeing a lot of pictures that is actually pretty well illustrated compared to some of these stuff that comes from China. I don't know if you guys could tell. Let me see, maybe up here. So I mean, look at the illustrations, they're pretty cool. So pretty well detailed. So here it is, here's the gimbal, and let's pop it right out. And it actually feels, it doesn't feel too heavy. I mean, the handle is pretty big. It's bigger than my hand. I have a pretty big hand. So it doesn't feel too heavy. It actually feels kind of very comfortable in my hand. I feel like probably won't drop it, or you know, I feel like it's secure. So that's actually pretty cool. So you got the gimbal. It's a 3-axis gimbal. There it is. You got your adjusting arm up here. So let's go over some of the buttons here. So you have the power button here, and as well as the record and taking pictures button. So it's a three-way function button. You know, if you turn it on, actually I want to say 4-way function button, because you turn it on and you use that button to pair it to Bluetooth, and then you could use it to record, and then you could use it to take pictures. So there's a button up there. On the side you have the power port, which is actually USB, and it uses a mini USB. I don't want to say mini, I want to say yeah, I guess I want to say mini USB. And in the back you have the mode button. So the mode button is actually pretty cool. What it does is you could have different functions of what you want the gimbal to do, and I'm sure in the manual you could go more detail into it, but I know for a fact that you have the zoom button here, where you know you go from left to right, wide and tight. So that's that. And let's see what else. Okay, oh, and the other cool part is it does have the little quarter there, so you can put it in on your tripod. So if you want to record yourself, which is another pretty cool feature that this has, if you want to record yourself, you put this on your tripod, and then you could just, you know, stand in front of it and speak and do whatever you have to do. And of course it comes with a little cable. So let's go into this here. So I have my phone here, which I have charging, and I already downloaded the app. So there's the app there. Let me see if you guys can see that. There it is. And so what you do is you go into you download the app, okay? You go into your settings, and you find it as a Bluetooth. So this is a Bluetooth device. And you know, just like any other Bluetooth device, you just put it into pairing mode, which is you press the button in the front and hold it until it blinks red and blue, and then it comes up here, and it, you know, that's it, it syncs up. So I'm gonna pop this in here. I'm actually just gonna do a quick you know, show you guys how this goes. So you know, it pops right in. And another thing I wanted to do with this was I wanted to use it with my Nano, my instant Nano, because the problem with the Nano is you could only, my 360 Nano, you can only record vertically on this. You can't record sideways. It doesn't work as good. So the software for this is only made to record vertically. But here's the problem. The problem is the Nano, first of all, is heavy. It's almost as heavy as the phone. When you put in the Nano, let's assume, you know, obviously I put the phone the right way up. You know, when you put this on the Nano, it goes on the bottom. I mean, on the phone, it goes on the bottom. But when you put this on here, it is too heavy. And the gimbal won't hold, it can't hold it up. It's just too heavy. Because what happens is you have to balance your phone on this gimbal with this part in the back here. So let me just show you guys really quick. Let me just, okay, so the way this works is it works on a, you know, obviously balanced. So what you do is you, this piece in the back here is how you balance the phone. So you have to do this before you turn it on, because otherwise it's going to do some crazy little shaky stuff, and it's not going to, you know, let you balance it really well. So what you do is you put the phone, I want to say sideways here. Hold on a second. There you go. So you want to put it sideways, and you want to try to balance it as much as you can before you turn it on. There you go. So there you go. So it's pretty balanced, you know. You tighten it up. Make sure you tighten it. I believe as you go to the left. Yes. Okay. Yes. You go to the left, and then you turn it on. And check this out. When you turn it on, it's going to do a little looking around kind of deal. And right there, it's balanced. I mean, it's fairly balanced. Let me put it in the middle of the camera there. Yeah. So there you go. So that's actually pretty good. I'm going to go into the app now and connect. And it's as simple as that. I mean, right there, actually searching for the piece right now. But once you're connected, let's see. Once you're connected, hold on a second. Let me go back so I can show you guys how this looks. So check this out. There it is. See that? Oh, let me flip the cameras here. So sorry about this light here, but right. So that's how it looks like. So you have to actually, when you first start it, it's going to show you a different kind of gimbal, and you just slide it to the left or to the right until you find this gimbal, which is the Vimble C. Click connect. And you get this little screen there. And if you pair your gimbal with your phone, you should get a little screen like that afterwards. And all you got to do is just press connect. Now, mind you, right now the gimbal is actually working the way it's supposed to work, but the app gives you a couple of more other stuff that you could do with it. For instance, and you can't do this on the regular phone. It has a follow me feature, okay? And it's actually really cool. I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna walk around with the gimbal and try it around. But basically, let's see if I can get it around again. Here, I can't do it. Anyways, but here it has a little button you press, okay? And I'm gonna flip the camera towards me, and I'm gonna show you guys how this works, okay? I'm gonna see if I make sure I try to keep myself in frame. And okay, let me see. And you know what? I'm gonna put the phone down, and I'm gonna switch to the top camera. Okay, and okay, there you go. You see me. So check this out. Check that out. Huh? How cool is that? I mean, if you are by yourself and you want to do a show where it's more animated, that you walk around, that you move around, and you want the camera to follow you, how cool is this? It's like having your own personal cameraman, following you around. So it actually focuses pretty good too. I mean, again, it's using the iPhone camera. I'm not sure about I want to say the back camera, of how well it works, because I know from the front camera, I know it works pretty well. So look at that. So that's pretty cool. So that's one of the cool features that it does have that I like. It also has, let me turn this off. It also has a panoramic feature where basically you set the piece down and you press a button. Again, this is on the app. This is not part of the phone. You have to do this through the app. You press the button and then you can make a panorama, and it does it automatically. It does all the pictures. It basically does 360 because the gimbal does go around 360. It takes a picture of where you are. So that's actually pretty good. And it does as well. It does time lapse, and it has a night mode, which I'm not sure what it's for. I haven't tried it yet, but from the stuff that I'm looking at here, so yeah, it's pretty cool. Now, another cool feature I forgot to mention is there's a button right over here, and that's a joystick button, and with that button you could actually control the pan and the there you go, check that out, see that? So I'm doing that just with a button. I'm not moving it around. So here, let me again, I'm going to try to see if I could get it in here. There you go, see that? So that's actually pretty good. Again, I'm not a pro with gimbals. I have never owned a gimbal in my life. I can't say this is better than another one. I'm just saying this one works for me. It might work for you, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna do a little video with the phone, and then I'm gonna come back in and I'll let you guys know what I think. Okay? So why don't I do that? Cool. So right now I put the camera on a tripod, and I have the camera face tracking on, and it's actually working pretty well. I mean, I don't know if you guys could hear me very well. I mean, you probably want to get maybe like a wireless microphone so you could hear your, so the sound is a lot better. But this is actually pretty good. I mean, I have a pretty small tripod, so it's only about maybe 3 feet tall. So if you want to be speaking up close, it won't, actually, yes, it will. Look at that. So it tilts up, obviously. So that works pretty well. I mean, the tracking is actually pretty good. I mean, I could walk around. Let me see how far I could get before it loses me. So, if you're doing some sort of a show that you want to speak while you're moving around, this would work for you. So let's see how far I could go, and how, I think I have to work pretty slow. It's a little jaggy. Okay, so we're already up to 180 right here. And okay, so this is 360. You could basically walk all around, obviously, because it does panoramic shots as well. So that, now I'm using the front-facing camera on the phone. So I'm gonna test now the back camera of the phone. I don't know if that's gonna work, because you need someone to actually click the button to where you want the camera to track, but we're gonna try it out, see if that works out. So this is actually working pretty good. Again, I hope the sound is good enough for you guys to hear it. I mean, I know the birds are chirping away in the background, but let's try it. Okay, so this is the back-facing camera, and you know what? It's working pretty well. I mean, I guess the trick is that you have to figure out where the camera is to detect you. See, right there is not following me anymore. Let me just spin it back around. So this is sort of, I reset it to sort of be in the middle there. So let's see if it tracks me now. Let's see. So yeah, you have to have somebody clicking on the screen, because what happens is the camera uses like a little square where it detects your face. So if it doesn't detect your face, or it doesn't know where to look, it won't work. So it's probably a two-man operation. But again, so I mean, overall the gimbal works. I mean, it's actually pretty good. It tracks pretty good. If you have it so it tracks your face on the side, it works. I mean, I'm moving, I'm walking, bouncing sort of up and down and moving it from left to right, just to see how the image stabilizing works, and it's actually working really well. This is pretty good. I mean, again, it's a 3-axis stabilized gimbal for under maybe 150 bucks. I don't think you get it cheaper. I mean, again, this works. So as you can see, the video is not bad. I mean, the gimbal does work. I find that it has a little bit of a bug when you press the power button. If you want to shut it down, let's say I'll finish recording and I want to shut down, there obviously has to be a trick to it, because every time I try to shut it down, it started recording again, and what I wanted to do was turn it off. So that's probably about the only problem that I have with it. Other than that, it works fine. I mean, again, I'm not a pro. I never used the gimbal before. This is the first gimbal I used, and for a beginner, it just works, you know. Again, I haven't tried the other ones that they have. You know, obviously they have more expensive ones that do that and probably more. I just wish, you know, not a big deal, but I also wish that the app that that you download for the gimbal also included like Facebook or YouTube Live, so you could just record, so you could just stream right from the app instead of having to go to that software and doing it, because you cannot use the face tracking outside of their app. So you know, if you want to use that feature where you want to walk around and talk to people, you have to have their app to do it. So you have to record it and then, you know, obviously post it. But if you want to do something live like Facebook Live or YouTube Live, you can't do it with that app. So hopefully maybe in the next firmware update or in the next app update, maybe they'll add that to the app. But overall, I mean, it works. I mean, it's great. I think it works. And if you're looking for a cheap, and I'm not talking about cheap in quality, cheap in price, gimbal for your phone, I definitely recommend this. I mean, I think I want to say that I could probably put my GoPro in there. I didn't try it yet because I mean, the main, like I said, the main thing I wanted to fit in there was my iPhone. But I'm pretty sure that the GoPro fits in there. It seems like that's probably about the right size of the GoPro. So that's probably the next step I'm going to check out. So let me know what you guys think. If you guys have this gimbal, let me know what you think. This is called the oh man, what is it called again? The Vimble. Vimble. Let me know what you guys think about this gimbal. It works. I mean, you know, that's all I needed to do. I did my test. I walked around. I was able to record some stuff. I would play with it. I was trying to push it to its limits and all that stuff. And that's it. Thank you for watching. You've been watching LGTV. I am Juan Granos. Find me on Facebook, Los Granos, on Twitter, Los Granos, on Instagram, Los Granos. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, thumbs up, subscribe, and let me know what you think. If you already have it or if you're thinking of getting it. The link is below. Thanks for watching. Peace.